On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Humanoid.
A machine or creature that has a body shape similar to that of a human.
Examples:
Humanoid hand. Humanoid design. The humanoid robot was able to mimic human movements and expressions.
Amok.
In a restless or uncontrolled manner, typically associated with a violent outburst or rampage.
Examples:
Scream amok. Go amok. The angry customer began running amok in the store, knocking over displays and screaming at employees.
Fret.
To feel or express worry, anxiety, or annoyance about something. To wear away or corrode a surface by rubbing repeatedly. To form a series of parallel ridges or grooves in a material.
Examples:
Fret over every little thing. Fret about the future. I couldn't help but fret over the presentation I have to give tomorrow.
Dystopia.
An imaginary place where everything is extremely bad because of deprivation or oppression or terror, or a work of fiction describing those places.
Examples:
A crumbling dystopia. The escape from dystopia. The loss of industry turned working-class neighborhoods into dystopias.
Bolster.
To support or strengthen, often by adding extra assistance or resources.
Examples:
Bolster confidence. Bolster the economy. The company hired a new advertising agency to bolster its marketing efforts.
Paraphrase.
To restate or reword a passage in one's own words, often to clarify or simplify the original meaning.
Examples:
Paraphrase a poem into prose. Paraphrase the meaning. He paraphrased the article in his own words to avoid being accused of plagiarism.
Prodigious.
Remarkable or extraordinary in size, amount, or degree, extraordinary in ability or talent.
Examples:
A prodigious storm. Prodigious talent. The prodigious artist's work was featured in a major museum exhibition.
Succumb.
To fail to oppose something, such as desire, pressure, or some other opposing force. To die or suffer badly from the effect of a disease or injury.
Examples:
Succumb to cancer. Succumb to old age. He finally succumbed to temptation.
Whine.
To utter a high-pitched, complaining sound, often in a tone that is irritating or grating to others. To express discontent or dissatisfaction in a persistent or annoying manner.
Examples:
Whine about homework. Whine about the weather. The child began to whine when his mom said they couldn't go to the park.
Infer.
To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples:
Infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Offline.
Not connected to the internet.
Examples:
Offline course. Offline mode. The computer is offline and cannot be accessed at the moment.
Collate.
To collect, arrange, and assemble information or material in a specified order or sequence.
Examples:
Collate data. Collate information. I need to collate these documents in the correct order before stapling them together.
Churning.
The process of mixing or stirring something vigorously, often to create a frothy or creamy texture. A state of upheaval or turbulence, often referring to the stock market or economy.
Examples:
Butter churning. Churning emotions. The churning of the waves on the beach made it difficult to swim.
Machine learning.
The process through which computers change the way they perform jobs without following explicit instructions by using algorithms and statistical models to analyze and draw inferences from patterns in data.
Examples:
Machine learning method. Machine learning processor. Many software engineers are developing applications to build machine learning algorithms more quickly.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples:
Categorize the image. Categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Bipolar.
Of, relating to, or occurring in both polar regions, of or relating to manic depressive illness.
Examples:
Bipolar depression. A bipolar semiconductor. The physician prescribed medication to treat bipolar disorder.
Mania.
A psychological or emotional state that is marked by excessive enthusiasm, excitement, or delusions, a strong and uncontrollable desire or craving for something. Startup mania. Dance mania. The mania for collecting rare books led him to spend his savings on a first edition.
Compulsive.
Relating to or involving an irresistible urge to do something repeatedly or excessively, often in a way that is harmful or detrimental to one's well-being or relationships.
Examples:
compulsive gambling, compulsive behavior. He had a compulsive need to check the stove was turned off every time he left the house.
Gamble.
To take risky action in the hope of being successful, to play or game for money or other stakes.
Examples:
gamble $100 on the race. Gamble away my fortune. Will you gamble on the result of the fight?
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Trump.
A playing card with a picture of a trumpeter on it, used in certain card games.
Examples:
trump card. Choose trump. The trump suit in the game of bridge is determined at the beginning of each hand.
Supremacy.
The state, condition, or position of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status.
Examples:
a race for supremacy. Supremacy of a country. The empire's military power ensured its supremacy over the neighboring states.
Extremist.
A person who holds extreme political or religious views and who is willing to use violent or illegal methods to promote those views.
Examples:
extremist political views. Radical extremist. The extremist group planned a series of violent attacks to push its agenda.
Downhill.
In a direction that is downward or from a higher to a lower point, in a progressively worse or deteriorating manner.
Examples:
ski downhill. Walk downhill to the beach. The family's finances have been going downhill since they lost their main source of income.
Vegan.
A person who does not eat or use any animal products, typically for ethical or environmental reasons.
Examples:
raw food vegan. Vegan lifestyle. The vegan diet is based on plant-based foods.
Proprietor.
A person who owns and runs a business, especially a hotel, a shop, or a company.
Examples:
proprietor of a business. Copyright proprietor. The proprietor of the small bakery was always friendly and welcoming.
Entice.
To attract or lure someone with something desirable or tempting.
Examples:
entice foreign investment. Entice shoppers. The salesperson tried to entice the customer into buying a new car.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Parasite.
An organism that lives on or in another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense.
Examples:
blood-sucking parasite. Parasite disease. Tapeworms are parasites that live in the intestines of humans and animals.
Semitic.
Relating to the group of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, spoken by the peoples of the Middle East and North Africa.
Examples:
anti-Semitic movement. Semitic culture. The Semitic languages include Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Implausible.
Difficult to believe or accept as true, not credible or convincing, unlikely or improbable.
Examples:
implausible theory. Implausible excuse. The detective found the suspect's story implausible and decided to investigate further.
Broaden.
To make or become wider or more extensive, to make or become more tolerant or liberal.
Examples:
broaden students' knowledge. Broaden their horizon. The company broadened its product line to include more customer options.
Demobilize.
To discharge or release soldiers, military personnel, or other personnel from active service or duty. To disband or break up a military unit or force. To withdraw or deactivate a military force or resource.
Examples:
demobilize combatants. Demobilize soldiers. The board decided to demobilize some of the departments to streamline operations.
Snub.
To deliberately ignore, reject, or dismiss someone or something abruptly and rudely. To intentionally withhold attention, recognition, or acknowledgement in a way that is meant to be disrespectful or insulting.
Examples:
snub a request. Snub a celebrity. He decided to snub his former friend after a major disagreement.
Prioritize.
To assign a higher level of importance to something compared to other things.
Examples:
Prioritize tasks. Prioritize people over cars. The organization prioritized the needs of the community in its decision-making.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Midterm.
Referring to the middle of a term or period, especially in politics or education.
Examples:
Midterm election. Leave school in the midterm. The midterm exams determined how much students had learned so far.
Tweak.
To pinch or squeeze something sharply, to adjust something finely.
Examples:
Tweak his cheek. Tweak the economy. He didn't tweak the plan even though he had time.
Fluke.
A stroke of luck or chance, often resulting in a positive outcome or unexpected success, an accidental or unplanned occurrence.
Examples:
Lucky fluke. Fluke accident. Winning the lottery was just a fluke. I didn't expect it to happen.
Someplace.
Somewhere without specifying a particular or exact location.
Examples:
From someplace deep inside. Someplace quiet. Let's go someplace new and try something we have not done before.
Innocuous.
Not harmful or dangerous, unlikely to cause injury or damage.
Examples:
Innocuous joke. Innocuous substance. The spider in the corner of the room seemed innocuous, but it made her uneasy.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Conceal.
To prevent something from being seen, found, observed, or discovered.
Examples:
Conceal my identity. Conceal a close relationship. Despite the intense verbal abuse, she concealed her anger well.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
authoritarian practice, authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Overt.
Open, evident, or clear, especially in a way that is not intended to be secret.
Examples:
overt hostility, overt symptoms. His overt lack of enthusiasm was noticeable to everyone in the room.
Nudge.
To push someone or something gently, especially with your elbow, to attract the person's attention. Noun, a small push or prod to encourage a desired action or behavior.
Examples:
nudge price levels up. Give a person a nudge. The teacher nudged the student to get his attention and asked him a question.
Troublemaker.
A person who intentionally causes difficulties or problems for others, often by disruptive or provocative behavior. A person who tends to create or attract trouble or controversy.
Examples:
troublemaker kid, accused troublemaker. The teacher had to reprimand the troublemaker in class constantly.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Capitalize.
To write a whole letter or the first letter of the alphabet as a capital, to provide a company, etc. with the money, to take the chance to gain advantage from something.
Examples:
capitalize on an interest. Capitalize the first letter of a word. You must capitalize on your full of opportunities to become a professor.
Pliable.
Flexible, easy to bend without breaking or cracking.
Examples:
pliable dough. Keep the skin pliable. Certain types of plastic become pliable when heated.
Circumvent.
To go around, avoid, or bypass something, often to achieve an intended goal or objective, to outmaneuver or outsmart a person or obstacle.
Examples:
circumvent rules. Circumvent authority. I took a back road to work on time to circumvent the traffic jam.
Restructure.
To organize a company, business, or system in a new and different way to make it work more effectively.
Examples:
restructure sentence. Restructure my debts. The economic downturn made it necessary to restructure the business.
Opacity.
The quality or state of being opaque, equals not allowing light to pass through, a lack of transparency or clarity in a person's behavior, motives, or communication.
Examples:
Light opacity. Opacity level. The opacity of the company's financial statements raised suspicions of fraud.
Indiscriminate.
Done or occurring without any particular aim, purpose, or discrimination, haphazard, random, or careless.
Examples:
Indiscriminate violence. Indiscriminate use of force. The indiscriminate spraying of pesticides is harmful to both the environment and people's health.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Postpone.
To delay or reschedule something to a later time or date.
Examples:
Postpone meeting. Postpone event. Due to inclement weather, the game has been postponed until next week.
Boast.
To talk about someone's accomplishments, wealth, or abilities excessively with undue pride and self-satisfaction.
Examples:
Boast of his success. Boast a long history. This town boasts a national park.
Demagogue.
A political leader who gains power and popularity by appealing to people's emotions, prejudices, and biases, often by making false and misleading claims.
Examples:
Religious demagogue. Charismatic demagogue. The demagogue's divisive rhetoric was meant to stir up anger and hatred.
Blossom.
The reproductive structure on a flowering plant that consists of usually colorful petals and a typically green calyx, merging of sepals, the state or time of flowering, the peak of a person's or thing's development or success.
Examples:
Apple blossom. Blossom garden. The cherry blossom trees in the park were in full bloom, creating a beautiful sight.
Menace.
A person or thing that is likely to cause harm or danger, a threat or perceived threat.
Examples:
Invisible menace. Potential menace. The reckless driver was a menace to other drivers on the road.